Hi everybody, it's Diesel Lamar 2, and tonight we're talking about one of my all-time favorite movies since I was a kid, Twas the Night Before Christmas, or as some people like to call it, A Mouse's Christmas. Why am I talking about a poem? Well, it's technically a poem, yes, but it's also a movie. It kind of goes into depth about what happened, why. It kind of goes into detail. So, the premise of the story is Santa is mad at everyone in Johnsonville. Why, you might ask? Because of one kid that, don't worry, I'm not going to say not going to get mad about it because he doesn't learn a lesson. His name is Albert. He's a little mouse, and the movie starts out with the whole "Twas the Night Before Christmas" and all through the house, and they say, and then they go into I can't sleep because they got too much on their mind. And same with the mouse, who's still stirring because of what happened. So, anyway, this mouse named Albert, if I remember, I think that was his name, wrote a letter to the press saying that Santa Claus isn't real and that the reindeer aren't real. And it was signed all of us meaning him and his friends. So when the dad mouse finds out who's behind it all, he goes up there and confronts him, and he actually tells him, yes, I did write that letter. And he just flat out tells him it's his opinion. But it's the kicker. Since he signed it to everybody, Santa Claus doesn't want to come to Johnsonville. Again, I'm not going to really hate on this movie because of that, because there's a lesson to be learned in this movie. There's a lot of good songs in this movie too. There's Christmas bells are ringing. Up on the wonder why. Even Miracle needs a hand. It's just an all-around good movie. Even the song is great. "Twas the Night Before Christmas." Anyway, the clockmaker, Joshua Trundle, comes up with an idea to make Santa Claus love everybody again in Johnsonville by making a clock. Now, this clock isn't like any other clock. It plays a song at midnight. Now, how in the world does Santa Claus know that this is going to happen at midnight? Who knows? Anyway, the dad starts singing about, it's Give Me a Hard Time. That's the name of the song. He tells him, and then the mouse was like, and they go to the orphanage, and he tells him, well, they're just kids. And the father tells him, well, you think kids believe in Santa Claus? And he takes him to the clock, and he tells him that this is a clock that Joshua Trundle made, which is, by the way, a good friend of his. They're both friends. They're colleagues. And he tells him that at midnight a song will play. Fix this clock. And so the he goes, oh, when the heads come together like this, it plays the song. And the fireman goes, you trying to wake everybody up? And then, he asks him, do you get it? And then he tells him, yep, I got it. And then the next day comes, big reveal, and the clock falls apart. Nobody knows why. But if you've seen the movie, you know why. Anyway, now that the clock is ruined, Joshua Trundle doesn't have a job, and everyone's, everyone is mad at him. All because of one thing. All because his clock didn't do what he said it would do. Anyway, so he goes up to fix the clock. The guard tells him and even the mayor tells him to go away. Just go home. And then him and his children, his wife, start seeing even Miracle Needs a Hand. And Albert finally realizes that what he did was wrong. Not the whole letter thing, by the way. He's the one that caused the clock to break. He was just curious, I mean, I'd be curious too if I knew what a clock could make music. But when he went inside, it all fell apart. And Father Mouse, and he sadly sings "Even Miracle Needs a Hand." Father Mouse sees him, and he tells him that it was his fault that the clock fell apart. And he tells him, you see, your side doesn't help matters. You have to fix your mistakes. And he gets an idea in his head to go out and fix the clock. Now, obviously, he's never fixed the clock before, but he assures him that he can do it, and says, maybe Santa. And the father's like, you mean you believe? And he goes, I don't know what I believe, but then he goes into the whole spiel about, I have a lot to learn. And then he goes into the whole meat pies of Even Miracle Needs a Hand. And then they go back. And by the way, by the time, at the beginning of the movie, it's 10 minutes till Christmas. So the mouse goes up to Joshua Trundle, explains everything, and then it's not just 10 minutes now, it's 10 seconds till Christmas. And, everybody's thinking, well, he failed. But, at the last possible second, this clock starts chiming, it starts playing Christmas Chimes Are Calling. And then they finish the poem. I'm telling you, if you guys have not seen Twas the Night Before Christmas, you have to. Look it up on YouTube. Watch it if you can. It is excellent. I really like Twas the Night Before Christmas. I've loved it since I was a kid. In fact, that is a staple in every movie I have to watch every year. And I would talk about Christmas and all the other Christmas classics. Anyway, tomorrow we're going to wrap up the animated movies. And by the way, there will be a part 2 next year. I promise you. Because I am definitely I am going to be doing it next year. But anyway, tomorrow we're going to wrap it up with All I Want for Christmas Is You. And I'm telling you, that's an excellent movie. I have never reviewed it. I need to review it, and that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another 25 Days of Christmas discussion.